Hello friends, my name is Paige Evans and thank you so much for purchasing my Sugar Plum Wishes 4x4 sequin album. This is a collaboration with G de Mayo from Brazil. We have also collaborated on a Halloween album, also 4x4, and I have an online class showing how to fill this whole album. This is my Halloween album for 2023. And we also have a traditional Christmas sequin mix, 4x4. I just love this size, and that's on my next project to-do list. I'm going to fill this mini album with pictures from Christmas 2013, so I'm going to go back in time. But this video is about this Sugar Plum Wishes album. Thank you so much for purchasing this album, and I want to do a flip through of how I filled it. And I do have the PDF with written instructions and photos, so you can create this album too. On the spine, I added some cardstock stickers. This one says Christmas, and then a snowflake below with the year that the photos are going to be from, so 2023. Of course, if you go back in time, you can just change these numbers, and they are red foil numbers from the sticker book. For the tassel, I clipped all of the tassel charms together. I put a jump ring through one of the holes of the stitching, so the machine stitching that's holding the album together. I put a jump ring through it and then attached all of the tassel charms onto that 5mm jump ring right there. On the cover, I added a die cut and then embellished with a pink house mini puffy sticker, a peppermint mini puffy sticker in the O, and made the year with these colorful square number stickers from the sticker book. On the back cover, I layered a couple cardstock stickers and added a Santa mini puffy sticker. I didn't add anything on the inside covers. I just want to be able to see all of these beautiful sequins. And then most of my pages are 5 inches square, so I know this is a 4x4 album, but if you want to fill it almost all the way to the edges, the pages can be up to 5x5, and then of course traditional 4x4 pocket pages will fit onto the binder rings. So I have a transparency. Everything in this album is from my Sugar Plum Wishes collection with American Crafts, and I do have almost complete collections except for the 12x12 paper pad available in my shop, which includes a full 7.5 by 9 inch album class. So I used all of the paper clips with charms. There are 6, so I tried to space them out as well as the placement. And the first one is here on this page. Cut this sentiment sticker in half to tuck under the candy canes and added this scalloped foam sticker at the bottom so that these are on the same depth. They're the same depth. And then used a hole reinforcer punch to make these blue snowflake hole reinforcers. I used a regular page protector to punch holes initially through this transparency, and then I used this transparency as the template to punch the rest of the holes through my handmade pages. Okay, on the back I added this die cut with enamel dots on every scallop. And then this page is the Countdown to Christmas die cut from the ephemera die cuts, and this is kind of what this album is all about. I have numbers 1 through 25. So from December 1st all the way through Christmas, and my plan is to print one or a few photos from the day and just stick them right on in this album. So here's the Countdown to Christmas, punched a hole through the corner with a hole reinforcer, and added a little star mini puffy sticker. On the back side, I used colorful journaling pens to write what this album will be about. and then added a snowflake scalloped border sticker. So then we get to the first numbered page. So as some homework, use a 2-inch circle punch to punch numbers 1 through 25 from paper 8, and then you'll have those ready to go. So the page is 5 inches square, added a white cardstock square, it's 3.5 inches, and then on a lot of pages I made my own photo corners from the same pattern paper that these circles are from. So the circles are actually in squares, and so since I only punched out the circle, I had these corners left, and so I made a lot of photo corners from those scraps of paper 8. So I layered the round number on a snowflake, tucked some poinsettia die cuts underneath, and I love how the things are hanging off the edges, creating lots of whimsy and interactiveness. Is that a word? So on the back side of the polka dot paper is the pink gingerbread paper, added another square of cardstock, and then embellished with a ribbon bow at the top, a rickrack border at the bottom, and then backed the round number on the front side with the round number 2. So the circles are back to back, embellished with a couple little woodland creature stickers from the sticker book. So then it gets very interactive, and I have all of the dimensions written down in the PDF and the instructions for how to create these interactive pages, but essentially I cut the paper to 10 by 5, so 10 by 5, folded it in half, and then opened it back up and trimmed off a little sliver right to the crease. So this is a 1/2 inch wide by 5 inches, and then punched along this flap. So then this page becomes interactive, and I used the transparency template to make the holes through this page and the previous page and all the following pages, unless it's a page protector, which doesn't need the holes. So I embellished with the 3 circle, backed this pink wreath with a purple flower, a purple tag from paper 1, and then just added some additional embellishments. And then inside, this is where I can add my photo from the day. And of course added some additional embellishments, sticking to this color theme of cool colors. And then here's where I added the second paper clip with a charm. On the back side, a 3.5 inch white cardstock square, homemade photo corners, and then for this number, this is number 4, I rotated it vertically and then actually covered it with a pink label sticker and a number 4 sticker. I only didn't use the round number as is, maybe 4 or 5 times throughout this album. And this is one instance where I covered up the 4 because of the colors. It had red, and just the way this album was put together, I put all of the pages in first, not knowing what color the round number was going to be, and then I made it work. So by covering up the red parts, I was left with green and pink, which you can find on this paper. There's green and there's pink. Okay, and a sweater weather die cut, which I topped with a little snowman. This next page is one of the cards from the boxed cards. This pattern paper, the blue snowflakes, isn't one of the 12 by 12 papers in Sugar Plum Wishes. So I love using the cards, and the boxed cards come with 4 in them, which is great. You have lots of different places where you can use this pattern. So I trimmed the card down to 4¼ inches square, trimmed off the front flap with scalloped scissors, and then inside I used my stencil with scrapbook.com. It's a scrapbook.com exclusive. Scraped modeling paste through, and then on the right flap I used the blue winter scene paper from the 6 by 8 paper pad. On the front side, layered the round number 5 over a snowflake die cut, and then I used the Paige Taylor Evans enamel dots to embellish the snowflake, and I do have those available in my shop still. On the back side, I added a tag die cut with 3 pieces of red baker's twine, looped through the hole at the top, and then added a couple die cuts. Easy peasy. The next page I cut from a patterned paper. It has the green floral on the front, the pink plaid on the back, and then added a garland die cut at the top. There was a little bit of excess on the left side, which if you leave it, it would make it hard to turn the pages. So I trimmed off that bit, but I left the things hanging off the top and the right edge. White cardstock for the photo and the 6 circle. Added 2 red flowers from the sticker book as photo corners down at the bottom, and then here comes the 3rd paper clip. I actually added the paper clips once I was done embellishing. So the front side and the back side were embellished already before adding the paper clips. On the back side, I layered 3 die cuts, so stockings, a Holiday Magic perforated sentiment tag, and some holly. This page is a 4x4 pocket, just a plain one. These come in most of the 4x4 albums available at scrapbook.com and in my Paige Evans 4x4 albums at scrapbook.com, the ones that are a collaboration with We Are Makers. In my upcoming Halloween collection, there is going to be refills for 4x4 albums, woohoo! So look for that in 2024. So I poured in sequins from Sugar Plum Wishes and then stitched across the top to seal it, and then just machine stitched around all of the edges to give it a textured and homespun look. On the front, I added this round die cut, topped it with an ugly sweater die cut, and then I didn't do anything on the back side because I want to be able to see the sequins. For the next page, I cut pattern paper to 10 by 5, folded it in half, and then used a decorative border punch on this flap and punched holes through the exposed side. On the front, I layered the number, a die cut, and a couple stickers. This is an Angel mini puffy sticker and a Very Merry cardstock sticker. On the inside of the flap, there is a square of white cardstock, a border sticker, and then some floral die cuts. So I didn't adhere it all the way down, only at the bottom, and this way I can tuck my photo underneath still. Here's a journaling spot with a floral die cut topped with a little reindeer mini puffy sticker. So you can write journaling on here or add more photos. On the back side, I just love this spread, all these colors, all these Christmas things. So these squares are, I think, 3 inches square. I have all of the dimensions in the PDF, and then layered die cuts, mini puffy stickers, homemade photo corners, and of course the round numbers. So number 8 and number 9. And then 10 is placed back to back with number 9. On the 10 circle, I embellished the centers of these flowers with a lime green enamel dot. These ones are from Sugar Plum Wishes. And then for the photo space, I backed this foam frame with white cardstock and then fussy cut around it before gluing it onto the page. Here's another interactive page for page 11. So I cut the paper down, folded it, trimmed or punched with a decorative border punch, and then punched the holes through. So it's just really a fun interactive page. Did a few of these throughout this album, and then layered the 11 circle over a large floral die cut, a scalloped foam sticker, and then one of the paper clips with charms. Inside, there's a cardstock square, and then I went for a pink theme because this paper is pink, so there's a pink bow, pink snowflake, pink scalloped border sticker. On the back side, cardstock square for the photo. These photo corners are actually from a die cut. I think it says Joy to the World or something along those lines, but I just cut off the corners of it because I wanted the contrasting pink with this teal plaid. I love these colors together. And this is one instance where I didn't use the round circle 12, I think the colors didn't match with this color theme, and so I used the number stickers on top of a floral die cut to make my own 12. Page 13 is from the boxed cards, so it's red stripe on the front, pink polka dot on the back, and then trimmed off a little sliver with scalloped scissors, added the round 13 over a floral die cut, and then inside, this is a cardstock square over a pattern from the 6x8 paper pad on the top, along with a poinsettia cardstock sticker. And then this one is a slightly bigger white cardstock square matted on a different floral, green floral from the 6x8 paper pad, and I machine stitched around the edges before adding them into the card for texture and interest. Love my sewing machine. It's not essential. You don't have to have it to make this album, but I just love the way the stitching looks. On the back side, so these are smaller squares. These photo corners were made from the purple tag on paper 1, and then I added this snow globe die cut, topped with 6 mini puffy stickers of snowflakes, and then made my own number with red foil number stickers from the sticker book. For page 15, it's the dark green sentiment paper on the front, blue winter scene on the back, and I punched the 2-inch circle 15 down a little bit smaller, so this is actually 1.5 inches, and then tucked a pink poinsettia die cut underneath, made my own photo corners, and clipped on a paper clip. On the opposite side, I did the same thing with the 16. I punched it down from a 2-inch circle to a 1.5-inch circle, placed it over a snowflake die cut, and then made sure the circles were back to back. So the 16 and the 15 are back to back. Tucked a sentiment underneath the paper clip, and then I can add my photos. I don't really want to cover up these houses, so I think I might make them circles, kind of like falling snow, and place them around this page. For page 17, I made a pocket, so the instructions are in the PDF. The background paper is a 12x12 paper, so you can see the B side. You'll need 2 sheets of this numbered paper because I used all of the numbers, well, except for a few, but that punching the numbers makes it so you can't use a solid piece anymore. So I had 2 sheets of that one. Made a pocket with the lime green stars paper from the 6x8 paper pad. So only add adhesive along the left, bottom, and right, and then I machine stitched around for texture. The round 17 is placed over a snowflake and stuck it on the pocket. And then all of these tags come from paper 1, so you can choose which tags you want. I just liked these colors, and they can tuck right into the pocket. And I plan to add photos and additional embellishments and journaling. So on the back side, I added the number 18 circle right on top, and then punched 1.5-inch circles from white cardstock to cover up the other 3 numbers. For page 19, I cut a piece of this stockings paper with quilt squares to 10x5, trimmed off the flap with scallop scissors, punched the holes, and then added the 19 circle on the flap, so it's kind of overlapping a bit, with a cute little penguin cardstock sticker at the top. I haven't added anything inside yet. I will add my photos inside these squares. On the back side, little embellishing. Put the 20 circle over a floral die cut over a wreath die cut on the page, and then topped it with a little Mrs. Claus mini puffy sticker. So for 20, I can add my photo on the following page, which is pink striped paper with colorful Christmas trees. I think that's paper 10. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't have the paper numbers memorized. And then went with kind of a pink and red theme with pops of green. So white cardstock, homemade photo corners, a red foil bow die cut topped with a pink stocking mini puffy sticker, and then this pink floral die cut becomes kind of a page turner. So it just helps make turn the page a little bit easier. I did not add anything onto this page. I just love the trees as is. They're so colorful and fun, but I might add a photo right there. The next page is from the boxed cards again. So it's got the pink and red plaid on the front side, or it's actually probably the back side because the front side is a Merry Christmas sentiment. And trimmed off the side, I actually covered the edge, the exposed edge, with strips of washi tape, rounded the corners, and then inside I used my Paige Evans poinsettia stencil, scraped modeling paste through for really fun texture, and then matted white cardstock with a pink plaid paper from the paper pad, the 6x8 paper pad, and added a couple house die cuts down at the bottom. So the blue and the orange match the blue and the orange of these uber colorful Christmas trees. On the front, forgot to talk about the front, I layered the 21 circle over a floral die cut, a little flower sticker from the sticker book, and holiday cheer cardstock sticker. So everything goes together because it's all from Sugar Plum Wishes. On the back side, I trimmed off the bottom of the 22 circle and lined it with the straight edge at the bottom, topped it with a little red bow mini puppy sticker. And then above the sentiment, I added a leaf sprig and covered all of the berries printed on it with Paige Taylor Evans enamel dots. So these are the ones that I made to coordinate with Sugar Plum Wishes. There's a few extra colors that didn't come in the American Crafts Sugar Plum Wishes enamel dots. This is one of my exclusive Paige Taylor Evans 4x4 page protectors. I am sold out of these ones, looking into getting more made, but I love these because there's 9 pockets. These are 1 1/4 inch square segments, 3x3 for 9, and they fit in 4x4 mini albums. So I just added one little acrylic ugly sweater inside each pocket. There's 9 ugly acrylic sweaters, there's 9 pockets, so it was perfect. Didn't add anything else on the front side. It's just a fun filler page. On the back side, there are 9 letters in Christmas, so I put 1 letter on the back of each ugly sweater to spell Christmas. The next page is the teal ornaments paper on the front, lime green stars on the back, added a cardstock square for a photo. This goes with number 22. So day 22, December 22nd. Made my own photo corners topped with enamel dots. These are PTE enamel dots. And then a lime green star die cut at the top, followed by the last paper clip with charms. So there's one little hot cocoa mug charm and red polka dot ribbon. Page 23 and 24, so white cardstock square and then a whole bunch of die cuts. So I put the round 23 first, and then a little penguin, flower, 2 snowmen, and another flower. Just kind of cascading down and across the page. I love how the colors are all found in the next paper. This is paper number 1, which the back side of paper 1, or I guess, okay, so the A side of paper 1 has tags. The B side is this beautiful floral. So I covered the tag side with this plaid paper from the 6x8 paper pad, and then machine stitched around. And added the 24 circle on the top right, overhanging a little bit for a page turner. So then on the back, all I did was back it with the number 25. So then I can add my photo here. From Christmas Day, I will probably have quite a few photos, so I can add additional page protectors to tell more of the story. And then didn't add anything on the back cover. So then I already talked about adding a couple stickers there. And that, my friends, is a walkthrough of this Christmas mini album. I can't wait to see your version, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a happy scrappy day.